Very excited. Green Bean, what did you think about Cimini's comments? Do you think they're factual, or do you think this is all a smokescreen?
Oh man, this is so early in the process that it could actually mean that Joe Douglas loves him, wants people to think it's a smokescreen so he can take him, or so they think he's going to take him, and then he doesn't take him and he takes Bowers. I have no idea. It's so early. This is the most fun time. The speculation that comes out of all this. The truth is that I hope he does like him. I like him. Does that mean he's going to pick him? If Joe Alt's on the board, I would say probably not. But yeah, let the fun begin, everybody. This is where it gets good.
O'Leary, what did you think of Cimini's comments about Douglas liking Fuaga?
Well, as someone who also likes Fuaga, I was very happy. I'd be very, very pleased if on draft night that's the name that's called, if it's Fuaga. Now, we did last episode 2 weeks ago? We talked about how someone in Daniel Jeremiah had Fuaga coming off the board before Fashanu to the Jets. And I don't know if I would go that far, but if for whatever reason, right, 2 tackles go, Alton Fashanu somewhere in the top 9, and the Jets decide they want to go with a tackle and it's Fuaga, I love it. He reminds me a lot of AVT. I think he's a mauler in the run game. I think he's a versatile piece, and I would love him if he's a New York Jet.
I am really, really excited to get into all the stuff that they were able to bring up from the Senior Bowl. We were talking to them. Our group chat was popping off the entire day, and it has been so much fun. So much fun to watch all the different things that Jeremy and Dom C are able to kind of like pull up and find for us. I do have, let's see, I had our little, see if I could find it. All right. I'm going to pull up Fuaga's little profile that we had right here. Bam! A little bit of highlights. For those of you guys that don't know who Taliese Fuaga is, he's the right tackle from Oregon State. He has over 1,500 snaps at right tackle. He's purely a right tackle. We didn't get to see him play left tackle at all. Now, we're hoping that maybe Ulbrich tries him a little bit on the left-hand side, see a little bit of action, or they're just going to pencil him in at right-hand tackle and, like, don't change something that ain't broke. Big dude. Violent SOB. Like we said, playing in the Senior Bowl. Only 12 career penalties. So the guy doesn't get penalized. Mekhi Becton, for reference, had 22 this past year. So it's kind of
a great reference.
Oh, an alarming stat when you go to this.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, the big boards, 11, 14, 15, 22, and 27. And then obviously you guys can see his Pro Football Focus stuff on the side over there. Green Bean, is there any situation where Matt alluded to it, we saw Fuaga go in front of Fashanu in the Daniel Jeremiah draft? That was something that, obviously Daniel Jeremiah is close with Joe Douglas, so maybe that's a tip of the hand. Joe Douglas loves Fuaga. Daniel Jeremiah hears it. He wants to put him in front of Fashanu. You think Fashanu goes after Fuaga if they're both on the board?
Well, look, there's a lot of stuff, right? This is the time of year. We have the Senior Bowl. We have the Combine. There's all kinds of stuff. We see guys rise and fall dramatically around this time of year. The truth is, this is a quality football player. So I would not be surprised to see him go, before some of the guys that maybe we don't think, he should or that he's going to. But you look at some other drafts. There were the CBS drafts. I think they were there. There were 2 that came out this week. Fuaga, in one of them, he was like the 30th pick. So, it's all about, I think they have so many mocks that they're going to all put out, right? They have so much time left that we're going to see things all over the spectrum. How boring would it be if you saw the first 15, 20 picks the same every mock by every guy? It's just not going to happen. Now, would I be surprised as it stands now? Like, let's say a Fashanu or an Alt were on the board. I would be surprised if they went with Fuaga over those guys at this current moment. But who knows, man? Maybe Joe Alt, he runs a 6.9 40, and everybody goes, "Ooh, oh my God, we don't like him anymore." And he drops to the third round, and Fuaga, does amazing things in the drills. I mean, anything can happen, but I think when it all clears, I think Fuaga is going to be maybe the fourth, fifth tackle taken. But if we ended up with him, I wouldn't be disappointed. I think he's a good football player. Anybody who gets him is getting a good player.
O'Leary, you think Fuaga over Fashanu, or you kind of lean in the left tackle?
No, I would take the left tackle, and that's the key piece, right? Is Fashanu's a left tackle, and that he's a better pass protector, which I think is more important in today's game. Like, as much as I love Fuaga, I put him. He's my third favorite tackle in this draft. I think he's close to Fashanu, closer than some people might have him, but not to the point where I would take Fuaga over Fashanu. I think the Jets have a specific need on the left side, and I think they have a need with needing pass protection for Aaron Rodgers.